Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join us this morning for the morning trade with Paul. At Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself. We do that by helping you on the path to financial independence by teaching you how to currency trade with our super accurate proprietary indicators and our best in the business one-on-one training. In this session, we will usually try to take a couple trades, a 30-minute session, and we've got a variety of different signals. The signals I use in this trade is something called the 10-point signal, and then toward the top of the hour, we will look for a little scalp signal called the thick orange line trade. So with that, let us get started. Let us get started with the disclosure.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker. We make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
All right, let's get into it. I work off of well, actually, let me remind you, there are, if you become a light member, in addition to the Tuesday and Thursday morning trade, which is open to everyone, you will get a couple other coaching sessions and trade sessions. If you are a regular member, we've got kind of a full calendar. There's morning trades, there's evening trades, there's trades on Sunday, and then there's extra paid trades if you'd like to attend. So lots of opportunities to watch and experience the trader trade. And historically, on these trades, we net about 150 pips a week. So it's while you're learning, it's a good way to put money in the bank. I trade off of a checklist, a little bit like a pilot's checklist, just to make sure everything is going right. I first start by making sure my indicators are turned on and current. I can see my indicators are turned on by having the green light up here and the green light down here. This is what I am using is Green Charts 1. We have introduced Green Charts 2, which is the web-based version. I am still familiarizing myself with it before I start using it in this venue. But basically, it's the same chart. It's just I know all the controls on this one, so I'm a little more comfortable with it. Also want to check my CoinEx is live. And I do that I see these numbers moving here. So that means we're live on CoinEx. This is a demo account. Review of yesterday's trade. On Tuesday, we took two trades. A thick orange line trade. For about 10 pips. That closed. It took a day for it to close. It didn't close till the evening of the next day. And a 5-pip scalp on the U.S. Canadian. If you are not, it's a good habit to review the trade, take a screenshot when you take the trade so you can go back and take a look at what you were looking at as to why the trade didn't close. on this USD JPY, the dollar was just kept pushing up, and because the dollar was pushing up, it kept the it held up. When I say pushing up, on the euro dollar, it was pushing up, so the dollar was getting weaker. But it was approaching a resistance line, and then when it finally did turn, then we get that little bounce that we were looking for. We are technical traders. As technical traders, we are strictly trading on the price action movement of the currency pair. However, there is news that affects pairs, and we want to know what that news is so that we can trade around it. Our tools cannot predict how the news is going to react. So to do the news, we look at Forex Factory. ForexFactory.com gives us a news feed. There's several out there, and it breaks down items into three categories. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, red is high impact. My philosophy on this is anything that's got a high impact, a red, I want to be out of the trade at least 2 hours before the trade. I do not want to be holding the position because I don't know which way it's going to bounce. There is a line of thought that two oranges make a red. I don't really adhere to that, but some people do. So some people would say, all right, well, we want to stay out of the USD. At 8:30, there's news and there's two orange items coming up. So to me, I'm going to just worry about the Canadian dollar. So now that we have that, now we will go into our technical analysis. And so to do that, this is, I like to call this a composite chart. It shows me 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1 hour chart, 60 minute, and there's 22 minutes left in the hour. It allows me to scan a variety of different currencies to see if there's a good signal. So we will start with the Australian US dollar. I start with this middle chart, the majors and minors. The red and green lines are the major lines. The black and gray are the minor lines. And I am looking for situations where we are oversold, where the lines are down here, or overbought and the lines are up here. And right now we are oversold on the Australian US dollar. All the lines are pointing up, which suggests the timing is right for a buy. And the green line has crossed over the red line, and the black line, or the gray line has crossed over the red line, the black line. So all of these, I've got 3 points here. One, that we're below the red line, even though we're just crossing over it. 2, the lines are pointing up. And 3, the green line is crossed over and the black, gray line's crossed over. I also like it because the lines are kind of clumped together. The signal is stronger when the lines are all together. If there is a difference in the lines, I am going to pay more attention to what the red and green line are doing. But here we've got them all together. So I got 3 points here. When I have 3 points here, I go to my TNTs, which are the top part. Here there are 4 different signals. I want to count how many lines are telling me what's consistent in what I'm seeing at the majors and minors. So there's 2 orange lines, a thick orange and a thin orange. You can't see the thin orange because it's over the top of because the thick orange is on top of it. So I've got 2 here. And I've got the blue lines are inversely related. So when blue's going up, that means down. So here I've got blue going up, which is not consistent, and the dotted blue going sideways. I want this guy to go down. I want to have at least 3 of the 4 of these telling me what I'm seeing here. I only have 2 of the 4. The 2 orange lines. This blue line is being a problem child. So since I don't, he's starting to come down just a hair. He's bumping down. And then I am going to go and look at the others, and we'll come back and see this. I don't like that this guy's going sideways, basically. I want to have 3 of the 4 here. I don't have it. If I don't have it, I'm going on to the next one. Euro dollar, we're in the middle of the chart, and we're a little bit more than halfway. I don't like it when we're more than halfway. So we're going to pass here. And the reason I don't like it when we're more than halfway is I want to get a full run. And when we're halfway, I don't know how much gas there's left or how many pips are left before I get up here to overbought. So, maybe if I wanted to take a 3-pip trade, maybe, but I don't take 3-pip trades. I like to take a 10-pip trade. So if I don't see an opportunity for a 10-pip trade, I'm going to pass. Pound dollar, everybody's going up. I like these lines; they're all consistent. But again, we're in the middle of the channel and we're more than halfway. But this is a nice signal in that all the lines are clumped together going up. U.S. Canadian, overbought, all the lines coming down. So I got 3 points here. 1 that we're overbought, 2 both majors and minors are pointed down, and 3 that we've got the double cross. Our concern here with the U.S. Canadian is there's news on the U.S. Canadian at 11 or 10? 11. All right. So depending on the trade, we could be out of it by 11. The 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue going up. When dotted blue is going up, that means down. And so I've got 3 of the 4 TNT lines telling me sell. Now I want a 3rd confirmation. So I've got confirmation on part 1 of the chart, confirmation on part 2 of the chart. I want confirmation on the pressure. Pressure is up, it's gapped, it's kind of going sideways with green on top. I want down pressure. And I don't quite have it. I might have considered this if the green line was going down, but generally when I get a gap like this and it's going sideways, that means retracement. Retracement would mean we are going to go back to this point. Might be worth about 15 pips to go down and retrace this line over here. Again, I'm looking to be a good trader. You want to take trades that have a high percentage of doing what you expect. And to get that high percentage of doing what you expect, we want to have as many of the indicators telling us the trade's a good trade. And if I'm not getting a consistent read on each indicator, which each one is measuring something different, I don't want to take the trade. I don't have to be trading all the time to make money. All I need is 3 or 4 trades, and I'm good. So I'm looking for those opportunities where I have that good trade. And here, the pressure isn't agreeing with what we're seeing here yet, so it's not quite ready. Dollar Swiss franc, we're still in the channel and it's going the wrong way. We're almost oversold, but it's still going down. USD yen, oversold. Minors are going up, but majors haven't turned yet, so there's nothing there. So let's go to our next group of 6. On this group, it's primarily non-US pairs. So with the non-US pairs, euro, pound, we're in the middle of the channel, so there's nothing there. Australian dollar, yen, oversold. Everybody's going up and a double cross. So this is good. And if you'll notice the line, the green line, the slope of it has increased from last hour. So I like that. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So I got 3 of the 4. The thick blue is usually the last to turn. So if he hasn't turned, that's okay. So I've got part 2 of the trade. And when I look to the pressure, again, I get sideways pressure, which generally means retracement with red on top. If green were on top here, I would consider this trade. With red on top, I don't. And if we look at the green line down here, it's hard to see. He is still kind of going down or sideways. I really want the green line to be going up, and I don't have that here. So again, almost, but it's not quite ready. Euro Canadian. Overbought, everybody's going down, and I got the double cross. What I don't like here, I got a steep slope here and a less steep slope here. This less steep slope bothers me, and it's probably enough to bother me that we won't take this trade. But let's see what else let's see what the other indicators are saying. Oops. 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue going up, thick blue going up. So I got all 4 here. When I go to the pressure, however, the pressure is up pressure. Up pressure, it's weak up pressure because I've got the gap, I've got green on top. If I had up pressure with red on top, I would consider it, but with green on top, I'm not. The lines are converging. They're kind of getting a little closer together, but again, I want the ideal trade. I don't see it here. Overbought going up, so nothing there. NZD, USD, oversold. I don't have everybody going up, so nothing there. Euro, AUD, overbought, going down, but I don't like the pressure isn't steep enough for me here. I'd like to see steeper, but I do have all 3 points here. I've got 3 points up here on the TNTs. The 2 oranges are going down, dotted blue going up. And I've got sideways pressure with green on top. The green line here, I'd rather have the red on top. I want to have the red on top. That would give me the point. The green is going down, which I like, but I don't like the slope on this. This isn't steep enough for me yet. It's getting more steep. It's steeper than it was the previous hour. Less steep, more steep, but it's still not steep enough. It's more of a sideways than a down. So even though I've got it, I'm not going to take it because I don't like it's not steep enough for me. So let's go on to the next 3. Australian Canadian overbought. Majors are going sideways, so nothing there. Swiss franc yen. We're just about at the halfway point. Everybody's going up. The red line hasn't quite made it to the halfway point. So I've got 3 points here. The 2 orange lines going up. Thick blue going down. Usually the thick blue is the last to turn, but that gives us 3 here. Dotted blue going up, which means down. I have up pressure with green on top. So I do have the points here. I got 3 here, 3 here, 1 here. A green, actually I've got 2 here because I've got up pressure and I've got green on top. Up pressure could be a little stronger. Again, the closer these lines are, the stronger this signal. These lines are pretty close. They're closer than most of the other ones we've seen. So even though we're halfway, just about halfway, let's take a look at this and see what we can find. So that's a Swiss franc yen. So I'm going to open up a full chart. Swiss franc yen. I don't see it. So I'm going to just take one of the charts I have open, and I'm going to open the convert it to a Swiss franc yen. So CHF, JPY, click apply. And save as CHF, JPY. Now, if we go back and take a look at my notes on my trade routine, I want to know what the trend is, the support and resistance, and where the channels are. So with that, I'm going to open up the way I've got my charts set up on a single pair. I've got a 2.5 minute, a 30 minute, a 60 minute, a 2 hour, 4 hour, and a day chart. I also have a 60-minute clean chart where I don't have any of the indicators on it. So I'm going to pull this guy open and pull it together. I want to know where my support and resistance are. So I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit more. Now, normally, if it's a pair that I trade a lot, I've already generated this. So I'm going to kind of do a quick and dirty support and resistance. Support and resistance are there's certain places where the candles stop, and I want to know where they are because the market tends to respect them. So right in here, I'm getting a bunch of stopping. Right in here, I'm getting a bunch of stopping. And here, I have a bunch of stopping. So I want to draw a few of these in so I know where these spots are, because that is going to help me figure out where how many pips I want to take. So right in here, it kind of stopped right in here. Stopped right here, kind of right in here, and right in here. Let's get one more above. We'll go to right here. Stop right in here. Now, the other thing I want to know is what is the trend for the last, I don't know, 5 weeks? We're trading into an uptrend. Up, came back down, kind of broke out of the channel and started going back up again. I could even start it here. It makes it even a little bit steeper. So I'm trading into an uptrend. I am taking I forget what we're taking, but we'll go back. The reason I want to know the trend is if I'm trading with the trend, I'm more likely to take more pips than if I am trading against the trend. So I am trading into an uptrend, and then I want to see. I want to know how many pips I've got available. So right now, till I hit this line here, I've got about 6 pips. And going the other way, I've got about 30 pips. So 6 pips up, 6, 7 pips up, 30 pips down. So now let's go back and take a look. And for the last, the last week, we've kind of been in this channel here. Go up to hit here, come back down, kind of broke a little bit, go up, hit, bounce, go up, hit, bounce, go up, come back, go up, hit, bounce, come back. So we've been trading in this range here for a good 2 weeks. So I'm taking I've got a buy signal here, but I've only got about 6 pips till I hit that range. So this trade is only worth 6 pips right now. If I look to my 2-hour chart, everybody's going up. In fact, the minors have already reached the other side of the channel, but the majors are just starting. So this is consistent with what I'm seeing here. And I've got up pressure here with green on top, which is consistent with what I'm seeing here. On the 4-hour chart, everybody's going up. I haven't quite got to the other side of the channel yet. So I like this. I've got sideways pressure with the green line going up. So this is consistent with an up buy. The day chart is on the other side of the channel. I'm getting a little stalling here with the kink in the green line, but the 4-hour and the 2-hour are consistent. The 30-minute is up. It's oversold. Overbought, but it is going up. I've got up pressure with red on top. I've got a push up on the 2.5 minute. So we could take this for a 5-pip trade. 5-pip trade. And as we've been talking, it's pushed up a little even further. So let's go ahead and take this for a 5-pip trade. USD CHF. So I'm going to open up my CoinEx, find USD CHF. Was it USD CHF? No, CHF JPY. We're on CHF JPY. CHF JPY right here. Click new order. My lot size is going to be a function of how much is in my account. And right now this account has $8,900 in it. So $8,900. I am going to take a 0.89 trade. I'm moving my decimal spot over 4 spots to have the right size lot so that my account isn't strained. I'm going to do a market execution buy. It records it down here. I click anywhere along the line and it highlights it. And I go to modify. I need to add my take profit and stop loss. So my take profit, we said it was 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. If I click this little copy as button, it does the math. For now, we're going to use a 4-to-1 for a stop loss. So 4 times the take profit of 5 pips is 20 pips. Click here, it does the math. I drop it in and it gives the numbers for me. I want to, there's a little bit more to figuring out the take profit. Usually I like to, in stop loss, I like to go 2 support and resistances away. 2 supports and resistances away. So here's one resistance, or here's one support, here's another support. So 120, 117.2. We are in at 120. Oops. Why is that off? 120. Why is it so far different? Even if you were conservative, I'm going to go to 125.76. We'll go just on the other side of this support line. I don't like to get taken out on trades, so I operate with a little wider on the stop loss. So what did we say that was? 567. 567. So I'm going to have a little wider stop loss on that. In fact, I'm looking at it. I'm going to even pull it down just a little bit more because I want to be outside of this, just on the other side of this. So I went to 125.28, 125.28 for the stop loss. And just the take profit, we got in at 109. So that's, we don't quite have 5 pips here. 1 pip, 3 pips. I'm going to increase this just a hair. I'm going to bring it right up to here. Just under where it traded at, where that resistance line is. So the take profit is 121.067. So that's really, it's 7 pips. 121.067. So I've increased it. So just looking at the chart, I've made a couple adjustments. I moved our stop loss down, moved our take profit up. So let us keep going and see if we see another trade opportunity. Well, the hour just changed. Let's see if we see a thick orange line. So I'm going to go back to the top of the last hour. So now I'm going to use a different signal. On this signal, I'm looking just at what the thick orange line is doing. I've gone back an hour, so this is the top of the hour. I want to see where this number is. And if it's at 0 or minus 100, I've got an opportunity for a trade, or within 10. 61 isn't, 72 isn't, 58 isn't, 44 isn't. Again, I'm looking for 0 or minus 100. 21 isn't, 23 isn't, 80 isn't, 3 is. AUDJPY. If I see this is within 10 points of 0 or 100, I've got part 1 of the signal. Part 2 of the signal is where these lines are. I want something that tells me when this is at 0, that's telling me that it doesn't believe there's much more up in the movement. When there's not much more up in the movement, it's a good time to take a sell. However, I want to see these lines much further up, and I don't have it. So I'm going to pass. Euro Canadian minus 100, so that's part 1 of the signal, but the lines are in the channel, so that's no good. AUD NZD. Oops, hold on, we got to go back an hour. 0, all the lines are up. 0 is part 1. All the lines are well above the blue. I like this. I want to see this number actually bounce by about 10. It only bounced 8. We're at 0, top of the hour, minus 9. I really want like a 10-point bounce here before I take this trade. So I don't have it here. Let's go back an hour. The top of the hour, 77, 67, no. And then let's go through here. Let's go back an hour. 84, no. 62, no. 29, no. 44, no, no, no. So I just looked through 18 charts and I didn't see an opportunity. That trade, the thick orange line trade, is a quick 5-pip scalp. If we see the conditions, but we didn't see any. So this morning, what we ended up doing is we took a thick 10-point trade on the Swiss franc yen, and we took it for a little over 5 pips. We got in at 120. It's about 7 pips. So we took a 7-pip trade. Thank you for joining. If we're here to make you good traders. So if you need anything, reach out. And we will see you Tuesday. Thanks. Bye-bye.